Hey everyone, I'm Jon Jordan, your host for the show here and the theater manager here at the Albert and Eunice Boscov Theater, conveniently located on the first floor of GoggleWorks Center for the Arts, right here in beautiful downtown Reading, Pennsylvania. Welcome to the March 2025 episode of At the Movies. If you're a movie lover here in the greater Reading area, this program is for you. We'll keep you up to date with some of the coolest local movie theaters offering some of the coolest programming. From new release indie titles to major blockbusters on the biggest screens around. Local film premieres, annual film festivals, and unique cinematic experiences you aren't likely to find anywhere else. We'll take you behind the scenes at some of your favorite movie theaters, showing you a side of them you've likely never seen before. And hopefully, we'll introduce you to some new theaters you haven't visited yet. So, grab your popcorn and sit back. At the Movies starts right now.
Hi, I am Meredith Walker, the General Manager at Reading Movies 11 and IMAX, located on 30 North 2nd Street, Reading, Pennsylvania. We typically show big blockbuster movies here, anything that gets released nationally or a wide release. We do get some scattered limited releases every once in a while, as well as Fathom events, operas, and of course, every once in a while, a private screening. At our concession stand, we sell, of course, popcorn and sodas. We also have nachos, ices. We use a rotation. So during the summer, we have summer flavors. Right now, we're rocking green apple for fall. For certain releases, we get promotional items. So premium kids packs, like for Trolls Band Together last year, Kung Fu Panda tins. Those big blockbusters tend to get us some cool items. Here at Reading Movies 11, we have 11 auditoriums. That includes 10 regular screens and 1 IMAX. All of those range from seating 93 people to about 375 in the IMAX. Our projection booth runs the length of the theater. It has accessibility to all 11 screens with a private booth specifically for the IMAX. When we initially opened in 2008, we did have 1 film projector, which is still up in the booth today. We have a poster room, which houses all of the posters, some from all the way back in 2008. We are one of the only true IMAXs in the country. That means that our facility was built to house an IMAX. A lot of IMAX screens are converted screens, or they were put in retroactively, unlike ours. We originally started out as a film IMAX and later converted to digital. What sets the IMAX apart from other auditoriums, most people generally think that it's just a larger screen, but in reality it's dual projected, so it uses 2 projectors instead of 1. It's a process every morning to come in. It takes about 45 minutes to do a whole calibration. The calibration goes through and syncs both images to make one crystal clear image. It definitely enhances the experience in there. The screen goes from the ceiling to the floor and from wall to wall, so you're completely immersed in that experience. We opened on August 8th, 2008. This area down here in the downtown was part of a redevelopment by Al Boscov's. So we had his sort of endorsement to start building here and to put our facility here. It was something that really put us on the map, I think you could say. Generally speaking, there aren't IMAX theaters put in close proximity to each other. That has definitely added a great benefit to our area. The closest one that I can think of would be Lidditz or King of Prussia, which are quite a drive from our location. Thank you so much for visiting our theater. Please come back again.
Be sure to tune in here to At the Movies every month for a behind-the-scenes look at one of our participating theaters. Now, let's take a look at all of our friendly neighborhood theaters to see what kinds of programming they've got coming up this month. Hello again, I'm Jon Jordan, theater manager here at the Boscov Theater at GoggleWorks Center for the Arts in Reading, PA. We've got another awesome month of movies here in March 2025. Playing March 1st and 2nd, we've got special limited screenings of The Colors Within, a new anime film from G-Kids. Saturday, the 1st, we'll be playing it dubbed in English, and Sunday, the 2nd, we'll be playing it in its original Japanese with English subtitles. Also, playing daily, March 1st through March 5th, we've got the 2004 documentary, Music from the Inside Out, which takes an inside look at the Philadelphia Orchestra. Finally, on Sunday, March 2nd, it's Oscar Sunday. We've got our second annual Awards Night Watch Party, complete with a ballot-filling contest, specialty cocktails and mocktails themed after some of the Best Picture nominees, and more. The event is free to attend, but we also have a VIP upgrade available for just $25, which includes grab-and-go appetizers and a beverage of your choice. Don't miss your chance to experience the Oscars projected in a movie theater. What better way to spend the biggest night in movies than at the movies? Opening Thursday, March 6th, we've got special early screenings of the new Angel Studios film, Rule Breakers. The film opens nationwide that Friday, but we'll have early access screenings Thursday evening at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Rule Breakers will continue to play daily through Thursday, March 13th. Then opening Friday, March 14th, we'll be playing The Brutalist. The Brutalist is my prediction for Best Picture winner at this year's Oscars, and it will play daily from Friday, March 14th through Thursday, March 20th. It is a 3.5-hour long film, so be prepared for that, but it does have a nice intermission about halfway through or so for bathroom breaks and to re-up on popcorn. Then, opening Friday, March 21st, we've got another Best Picture nominee, and my personal prediction for Best International Feature Film winner at this year's Oscars, I'm Still Here. The film will play daily from Friday, March 21st through Thursday, March 27th. Finally, to close out the month, we've got The Last Showgirl, featuring an awe-inspiring performance by Pamela Anderson. The Last Showgirl opens Friday, March 28th, and plays daily through Wednesday, April 2nd. We've also got a very special local film screening on Friday, March 28th at 7 p.m. Local filmmaker Tracy Schott will be in attendance as we host a very special 10-year anniversary screening of her domestic violence documentary, Finding Jen's Voice. The event will feature a filmmaker Q&A after the screening, and all tickets are just $10. And that's March 2025 here at the Boscov Theater. You can always find our complete schedule of upcoming films and events and purchase tickets in advance at GoggleWorks.org. We can't wait to see you this month at the movies. In March 2025 at RC Theaters, Reading Movies 11 and IMAX in Reading, PA. They've got a number of films now playing, including Dogman, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Captain America Brave New World. Also releasing this month, they've got Mickey 17, Rule Breakers, Novocaine, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, Disney's Snow White, Woman in the Yard, and A Working Man. They've also got some special events coming up this month, including The Chosen, Last Supper, and the Met Opera Fidelio on March 15th at 1 p.m. And of course, they've got ongoing promotions at the theater, including Theater Ears. Listen to movies in Spanish using the free Theater Ears app. Earbuds are available for purchase at the theater if needed. And sign up for RC Theater's Improved Rewards program. For their complete schedule of showtimes and to purchase tickets in advance, visit rctheaters.com.
My name is Bob Treat. I'm the Director of Programming at the Colonial Theater in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. For the month of March, we will have a Women in Cinema Spotlight. This month, we'll be focusing on female directors, producers, writers, stars, all across our programming. That's everything from our crowd-pleasing to our classics to our horror cinema as well. So we will be featuring Amelie with Audrey Tautou as part of our edible cinema programming that takes place on Wednesday, March 5th. Now, on Friday, March 7th, for 2 weeks, we will be featuring the new film, Queen of the Ring, which is the true story, or based on a true story, of Mildred Burke, who is one of the first successful female professional wrestlers. Now, on March 8th, we will be screening the animated classic, The Last Unicorn, which features Mia Farrow as the Last Unicorn and Angela Lansbury as well. Now, on March 9th, our classic for our Sunday is going to be A League of Their Own, directed by Penny Marshall, featuring Gina Davis, Madonna, Rosie O'Donnell. It's a fantastic story about women's baseball and the impact that it had on America during World War II. Now, on March 21st, we will be screening The Fog. And The Fog is part of our Fright Night series. It's celebrating its 45th anniversary. It is produced by Deborah Hill, the late, great Deborah Hill. It features Jamie Lee Curtis, her mom, Janet Leigh, Adrienne Barbeau, and it is a fantastic ghost story where the women all take center stage and are actually billed before any of the men in the film. On March 23rd, we'll be featuring Allison Anders' breakout film, Gas Food Lodging, which features Ione Skye in probably her very first big film. That is part of our Art House Cinema Sundays. Every month, we feature one art house movie on a Sunday evening at 6:30. Now, on March 23rd, same day as Gas Food Lodging, we will be featuring The Sound of Music as a sing-along version in our tribute to Julie Andrews. Now, this is the 60th anniversary of the film. We are also going to feature our theater organ before the show. So if you'd like to get a taste of what our theater organ, which is a Wurlitzer theater organ, it's over 100 years old, we'll be playing that before The Sound of Music to get you in the proper mood. Now, on March 29th, a Saturday evening, we will be featuring Barbara Loden's Wanda. This film is celebrating its 55th anniversary. It was written, directed, and stars Barbara Loden. It's a very powerful film about a woman who lives in a mining town in Scranton, PA. So we do have some local ties to the film as well. Now, on Sunday, March 30th, our final classic of the month is The Color Purple, which features breakout performance, a debut of Whoopi Goldberg, fantastic performance by Oprah Winfrey, and is written by Alice Walker. She wrote the original novel. It's a fantastic film and definitely one to see on the big screen. For the month of March, we will have a couple of other unique and timely films. One of the most unique films that we will probably run this year is that we will be screening Beastmaster, starring Mark Singer and Tanya Roberts, on 16 millimeter. It's a rare occurrence to see this film on the big screen with an audience, but also in the format 16 millimeter in which we'll be screening it. And then on March 16th, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, we will be screening John Ford's classic, The Quiet Man, featuring John Wayne and Marina Hara. At Ward Bond, it's a fantastic Irish story about a boxer who comes home and ends up meeting the woman of his dreams. So please, if you have the time in March, come on down to the Colonial. We have something for everybody, new releases, Women's History Month programming, as well as some unique opportunities to see film in a very different format. Thank you.
in March 2025 at Shankweiler's Drive-In in Orefield, PA. March 1st and 2nd, gates open at 6 p.m. for a double feature of The Monkey at 7 p.m. and Hard Eyes at 8:45. Both films are rated R. Then daily from March 6th through the 9th, gates open at 6 p.m. for a double feature of Mickey 17 at 7 p.m. and The Monkey at 9:30. Both films, again, are rated R. Then on Monday, March 17th, gates open at 6 p.m. for a very special St. Patrick's Day double feature of Leprechaun from 1993, starting at 7:30 p.m., and Leprechaun 2 from 1994 at 9:10. Both films are again rated R. Playing daily from March 20th to the 22nd, gates open at 6 p.m. for a double feature of The Hunger Games, starting at 7:30 p.m., followed by The Hunger Games Catching Fire at 9:45. Both films are rated PG-13. And lastly, on March 23rd, gates open at 6 p.m. for a 7:30 p.m. showtime of The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 and a 9:45 start of The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. Both films are again rated PG-13. For their complete schedule of upcoming films and events, and to purchase tickets in advance, visit Shankweilers.com. For upcoming movies and events at the Emmaus Theater in Emmaus, visit EmmausTheater.com. While they are currently closed for the winter, I still want to mention the Mahoning Drive-In in Lehighton, PA. Their season is right around the corner, so keep an eye on their website at mahoningdit.com as they start to list their schedule for the spring and summer months. Thanks so much for tuning into this month's episode of At the Movies. Get out there this month, support your local movie theaters, and experience some incredible new movies. Whether they're new releases or they're just new to you, the way they were meant to be experienced. With fresh popcorn in a distraction-free environment and on a massive silver screen. If you discovered this program through BCTV, whether you're watching it on bctv.org or on BCTV's live telecast, consider supporting them at bctv.org/support. BCTV is Berks County's local nonprofit community media organization that enables programs like this one to reach and inform more people in our community. Until next month, I'm Jon Jordan, and I hope to see you at the movies.
My personal favorite movie is a two-way tie between the original 1996 Jurassic Park. I can't remember if it's 96 or 93, but the original Jurassic Park is my favorite movie, and I have experienced that specifically in IMAX during the IMAX re-release, which took place a few years ago, and I cried the entire time because I had spent my entire childhood watching it on a rinky-dink little TV in my living room. Fast forward to a few years after that, we got all three of the Lord of the Rings features again on the big screen. I don't think they were in IMAX, but it was definitely a completely different experience to see them. I had seen them previously when they were released in theaters when I was a teenager, but I don't think I quite appreciated the cinematography of films like that at the time, and I definitely do now.